Hi my beauties, my name is Jan Benham from Purèz Cosmetics, and today I thought I'd go through a full makeover that I'm doing on myself using our diffuse veils as the main makeup base for our face. But before we do that, I'm going to do my eyes and eyebrows with a few new tricks and tips that might help you in your application. So I'm over 60, so I cannot see too well without my glasses, so please forgive me. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and first of all I'm just going to put my hair out of the way using this neat little thing. Right, good. So, as some of you may know, I like to start with my eyebrows because the eyebrows basically frame the face. So, I feel a bit lost when I've just got no eyebrows or very little. Now, when I apply my eyebrows, most of the time I just use my eyebrow pencil. I think you can see it there. This is a taupe colour that is suitable for people with grey hair or very light hair like I have. So I'm just going to apply the taupe eyebrow pencil. I do little strokes, and even if you cannot see too well far away like I cannot, even if you make an error, it doesn't show up to the naked eye. It does on camera, but not to other people. Let's do the other side. Now most of the time that is all I do. But if I want to have my eyebrows staying on all day, or it's hot outside and I might be sweating, then eyebrow powder is usually your best bet. Now you can also just apply the eyebrow powder, that works very well. To apply it, you need the slanted angled eyebrow and eyeliner brush. And this particular one I keep for the eyebrows. So again, we have, this is called brown, but it is actually a taupe eyebrow powder. And I'm just going to dip it in. Now when you do this, dip it in, you just tick off the excess. And I'm going to apply with the long end downwards. And what happens is the powder goes into the waxes, so it intensifies it slightly, but also makes it longer lasting. And again, if you get a little bit not quite on the eyebrow, it doesn't show too much at all. Now before we finish, I will just go and have a check to make sure everything is fine, but this is just to get the action going. Now another thing I love to do is before I start, I like to feel like I'm looking a little bit better than normal, but I'm going to start with the veils, and this is called Brighten Up, this veil. It's the lightest of the veils. It's got a lot of yellow in it. Now I'm just going to apply a little touch to my nose area just to start the process. I'm going to come back then and do the rest of my face. I like to use my fingers all the time, but you can also use a brush. So I just literally dab it on. This pretty well covers and diffuses any redness. As I said, I am going to add a foundation on top later on. It also nicely covers up any open pores. Okay. Now the other thing that the Brighten Up does quite nicely is it acts as a nice primer for the eyes. So most people, they get a lot of discoloration here. So when you put on your eyeshadow, you don't get the true color occurring. I don't always do this, but today I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Brighten Up to the eyelid. I don't really have much discoloration, so it's not really going to make that much difference, but on someone who has a lot of redness or purple, it will make quite a bit of difference, believe you me. So I'm filming in my bedroom today, as you can see. I just finished decorating my new bedroom in my house, and I thought it would be interesting to see how the filming would work out here for new places to do the filming from. So let's go to the eyes. Now I'm going to start off with an eyeliner, and I like to, this palette's getting pretty messy, I like to start with eyeliner, and this is the dark brown. It's called Allure, and it's also brown E30, and it's really an eyeshadow, but it doubles as an eyeliner. And again, I am using an angled brush, the same brush as the other, but this is devoted to doing the eyeliners. So to do my favorite way of applying eyeliner that works the best for me is to do almost like a reverse eyeliner. So what I do, I go from the bottom part of the eye underneath, and then I go upwards. So I don't pull at the skin here to do that. I just go under and up. Now I'm not looking for the perfect eyeliner because I'm going to blend it all in with the other eyeshadow afterwards. This is just a way to get a blueprint to get started. So that's all I'm going to do. I might just go in a little bit at the top there, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So let me go to the other side, and again I'm just going to go under and sweep it up. And again coming under. So let me just equalize the side. So this is not ready to go out yet, of course, but this gives you just the idea. You don't have to be perfect. You just want to get it on there. Going from underneath and going up gets it on more in a nicer way than if you're trying to go. It's easier, I find, rather than trying to go round and up. And we're not doing eyeliner here yet. And I like to go just below, a little bit below, under the eye. And again, we'll clean that up later. Now, this is the tip I wanted to share with you. So we apply, let me put this down again. If you have older eyes like I have, you tend to have loose skin here. And you might have hooded eyes where you have loose skin. So what we want to do is we want to hide it. So when we want to hide something, we paint it darker. When we want to bring something out, we make it lighter. So for example, here will be light and here will be dark. Now before I've suggested that you just find your eyebrow bone and you just press into the bone. But there is another trick you can use. So here's the teaspoon method. Now, obviously teaspoons come in many different sizes, so you have to find the teaspoon that works best for you. So let me just give you an idea here. This is the, let me do it on this eye. This is 1 teaspoon. You see it's way too big. I want to get into here. But this teaspoon actually works perfectly. You see what I mean? So to do the teaspoon method, I'm going to use a medium brown eyeshadow. This is a peachy one. There's also vanilla, which is very nice, and there's also lilac, which is also works very well. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get the teaspoon on here, and I'm just going to start on the outside and pat it on above the teaspoon. Don't go too far in. And then I can dab it down on top of where the eyeliner is. So you can see how that works so well. So let's do the other side. I can't see very well here, so I'm just going to wing it a little bit. And again. So that gives you a blueprint to apply your eyeshadow, and it means you get onto that area here, which you can feel the brow bone, and you go quite high up there. And again, you don't have to worry about being perfect. Now, what I like to do is I like to put layers upon layers. So now I'm going to use a copper, which works very well on my eye colouring. So this is a copper, and I don't need to use the spoon anymore. I can just go on top of the brow bone here. By the way, the brush I used is a big fluffy brush. It's the largest eyeshadow brush that we carry. It's very useful for this application. Now, I'm now going to put a lighter colour right onto the eyelid. So here I'm using, this is a short, very stubby brush. It's a great one for precise application. And I call it my smudging brush. And I'm going to apply a very light bronzer here, much lighter than that one. And I'm going to apply that to the eyelid. Now I'm going to use the other side of this brush to apply a champagne nude highlighter. Just under the eyebrow. You don't want to go too low because you don't want to accentuate down here. You want to have that hidden. So you can see how much that has opened up the eye. Now most of the time I just leave it like that, but if you want to add a little bit more oomph, you could add an eyeliner. So this is my velvet brown eyeliner, and this works very well of just tidying up here. And also if you want to do a little bit of an eyeliner along your, just above the, just in between the lashes, you can tightline from underneath. Or you can literally just, I like to just dab it into between, just to give a little bit of definition. I don't want to take up any more room on the eyelid. And then to finish up, I just apply some mascara. Now I do have a clean one of these stubby brushes, and what I use this for is to act as an eraser. So I can go underneath if I feel that it's not, if there's unevenness, blackness underneath, I can use this brush with nothing on just to help what I call erase any excess eyeshadow so it doesn't look. And if I wanted to, I could even use a little bit of foundation underneath there, and we might do that with the Brighten Up. So that's just what I sometimes use these. I've got a few of these in my own personal collection. I use some just for the copper, the champagne highlighter. I use one for the whites, and then I also use one as an eraser. So that's just a little hint. Makes it easier for application. So again, I will come back and check on that later, but at least I feel I have some eyes.